U.S. economy is recovering. There's no doubt about that. I think we've been recovering in a number of states, in Texas and Florida, Las Vegas, for some time in a number of areas. Continues to recover. So one would believe that this adds a somewhat of attractiveness to the U.S. dollar. This, again, according to what former Fed president of the New York City Fed said to on CNBC this morning, saying the dollar is the world's dominant reserve currency. Well, we all knew that, and that's good news, right? But the share of U.S. dollar reserves held by central banks around the world, listen to this. The shares, let me repeat it, but the shares of U.S. dollar reserves that have been held around central banks fell to 59% in the fourth quarter of 2020. That's the lowest level in 25 years. The lowest level in 25 years, according to the International Monetary Fund. Pretty amazing. Now, before we get crazy, because right now, there's a conspiracy people that are writing the article right now that are going to scare everybody. They're writing it just on what I said. They're writing the article. So that you'll start seeing all the blog posts. This is the end of the dollar. That's what you're going to be seeing, right? 59%. Well, wait a minute. So the largest central banks in the world have been under severe attack from the pandemic recession. They haven't been enjoying commerce as usual. Where are we going to get some money? Said the central bank. I got an idea. How about we let some of those U.S. Treasury bills, why don't we let them mature and let's not renew them so that we can get some operating costs to operate our governments and to continue to try to beat back the recession with some more cash that we can put into the markets. Well, of course they're doing that. Who wouldn't do that? That's one of the reasons they have it. It's one of the reasons why they have U.S. reserves, because the value has held. It never went negative like their own. The other thing is they have had a necessity to print more of their own dollars. They, too, have to buy those bonds. And what do? They have to sell something that isn't theirs, like U.S., to buy those bonds. So a lot of this, yes, it's the worst in 25 years, the lowest in 25 years. And I would submit to you that it's probably the same as what was happening in 72 and 73. They've got to get money somewhere. And one of the reasons why they have U.S. dollar reserves might be the same reason that you have some Swiss francs or some other currencies. The idea is that it's going to maintain and hold its purchasing power far better than their own currencies. So I appreciate where Dudley is coming from, the former president of the Federal Reserve, but nobody on CNBC even brought that up. Well, yeah, isn't that an obvious observation, since they've all gone through and are in the midst of a recession far worse than ours? Isn't that the obvious observation? Did you expect anything different? As a former president of a Federal Reserve, Did you expect anything different? What else are they going to do? Hey, remember to click the subscribe button right here on the screen. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is added. And more importantly than anything, you don't want to miss all 3 live hours of Financial Issues every day from 9 to noon. And you can watch it on FISM.tv. That's FISM.tv.